What's going on, y'all? We've reached that strange point in our multiverse timeline where Joker 2 sequel that just got announced a few days ago is now going to be, allegedly, Joker 2 is going to be a musical. Now, I don't want anybody to freak out, alright? When I first heard this news, I started to freak out, not gonna lie. When first Joker movie came out, I loved it. I thought it was one of the best movies of the year. Joaquin Phoenix absolutely deserved the Oscar, and that movie deserved all the acclaim that it got. I didn't think it needed a sequel, to be completely honest. I thought that pulling off a Joker movie where Batman isn't part of it is hard enough. So honestly, the fact they were able to do it once was surprising enough. And they came back, movie made a bunch of money, so obviously in Hollywood, dollar signs, that means you get a sequel. Everybody gets a sequel. You make enough money, you get a sequel. So they're back, they're doing Joker 2, and initial reception, pretty positive. Everybody was really excited to hear this movie was going to be getting part 2. Now, that being said, obviously had really no idea where they would take a movie like this because the first movie ended sort of in a place where it felt like it had a good enough ending and didn't really leave too much open in terms of a second one, but they're doing a second one, and now it's going to be a musical. So let's take this as if it's 100% true, and let's say they do not decide to change this somewhere down the line, right? There's a chance that they announced this musical idea just to see the reception, because everybody on the internet is full go all of the time. Nobody takes anything in stride. It is full emotion as soon as you mention something. I could see this being not received the best, and I'm not gonna lie, I was probably one of those people who initially was like, this is a horrible idea. I don't want a musical Joker movie. That being said, when they announced the first Joker, I didn't really have any confidence in that movie being nearly as good as it was. I love Joaquin Phoenix, do not get me wrong. I love that man, absolutely love him. But to think that a Joker movie without Batman, two people who are synonymous with each other, to think that a movie like that would succeed, I think even if you're a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix, you gotta say you were a little apprehensive about the idea. And regardless, that movie was fantastic. Now it's divisive. It was definitely divisive, but for the most part, a lot of people really enjoyed it. So that's kind of where I stand right now. I think that a musical sequel is insane. I think it's an insane idea, but, here's the thing, I thought the first Joker was kind of an insane idea. One of the things that they've announced so far is that currently Lady Gaga is in talks to play Harley Quinn. And I cannot think of a better choice for a role like that, even though Margot Robbie, I think, is a great Harley Quinn in a non-musical universe. But if you're going musical, Lady Gaga is one of the best singers we currently have on this planet. I will go to the grave saying that. And I think playing Harley Quinn in a movie like this, especially if it's a musical, would be fantastic. I also think Lady Gaga would probably make a decent Harley Quinn if it wasn't a musical, but that woman has a fantastic voice, and if they're going musical route, she is a great casting choice for Harley Quinn. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still very much on the fence whether or not this is a good idea. I think they're probably also on the fence if this is a good idea. And so here's the main thing I want to talk about in terms of this film potentially being a musical. I don't like musicals, okay? If it's a Family Guy joke where they input a 3-minute musical number, I'm skipping ahead. I am fast forwarding as quickly as humanly possible. Bob's Burgers, I sometimes make an exception. I like their songs. Bob's Burgers, great show. I don't like full-blown musicals like Les Mis where everything is singing. That being said, I loved Hamilton. I absolutely loved Hamilton. So that's kind of where I am with Joker 2. If Joker 2 can be Hamilton, where it can turn people who don't like musicals into people who do like musicals, then you got me. Then you're onto something. Then I am totally in. And I trust Joaquin to be a part of a project that he thinks is going to be a good idea. Joaquin Phoenix is one of those guys. Doesn't really make that many bad movies. Doesn't make very many bad creative decisions. So I trust him. I want to believe that Joker 2 as a musical can work. And I think if you're trying to fit this into its own little Joker-verse, then this is not a bad idea. Can you maintain a 2-hour musical? Is this going to be full-blown comedy? Is this going to be really dramatic? I don't know which way they take this, but all I'm saying is give it a chance. There is a chance that this works out the same way Joker 1 ended up being really, really good.